The United States invaded Puerto Rico in 1898, and the Spanish government ceded the island to Puerto Rico, and it became a territory. It's governed under the U.S. Constitution as as an independent entity that Congress has full control of, much like a District of Columbia. And the United States had a lot of success in the 40s helping industrialize the island, and it was done under Roosevelt with this program called Operation Bootstrap. Around that time, the current Constitution of Puerto Rico was approved by Congress, creating a tripartite structure of government, very much like we have in the United States. Puerto Rico did pretty well. There's been a lot of corporate tax benefits for U.S. multinationals to operate there. And on the basis of that, another industrialization they did pretty well through the 90s, at which time President Clinton, with Congress, sunset this corporate tax framework that had allowed this massive industrialization. And around that time, it sunset in the late 2000s. The government of Puerto Rico just started borrowing to fill gaps for tax revenues that they had collected. And they also, of course, lost employment, so they lost that source of revenue. And then you get to basically 2012, when I first picked up the bond documents for an issue they were doing. They just ran deficits on a regular basis. And, most states, there's 49 states have balanced budget statutes or requirements. Vermont does not, oddly. But Puerto Rico also has that requirement in their constitution, but they just disregarded it. And the Puerto Ricans pay very little, almost no federal income tax, unless you're a federal employee working there. But they received this large social transfers from the federal government. They got to this point where they just said they couldn't pay any of this debt that they'd racked up. So that was 2015, and then Congress stepped in 2016.